So today we have a video requested by one of my channel members. Shout out to you. You know exactly who you are, and here is your comment. This got a lot of upvotes, and actually he commented this a couple of times across a few of my videos. And I think in total, between all the comments, there's probably like 50 likes or something. And that's more than I normally see when someone is requesting a topic. So that tells me that it sounds like you guys want to see this video. And I gotta say, I was a little bit hesitant to do something like this because of the pure nature of this type of topic. But you guys already know what it is from the title. 7 fragrances that may be discontinued soon, or for some of these, they already are. You're probably like, well, why would you be hesitant to make this video? It's just a fragrance video. You're just posting it on YouTube. It's not, a huge deal, and well, it is to some people. If you go over to the financial side of YouTube and you watch videos on investing and that sort of thing, and they're all required to tell you that this is not financial advice, otherwise they'll get sued. I feel like I have to issue a similar disclaimer with this type of thing, but instead of saying this is not financial advice, this is me saying I don't have any insider information. I don't know everything. I'm just relaying the information that is available to everyone on the internet. There's nothing special about the information I'm going to provide to you guys. This is something you can find on your own if you do your own research. I just happen to have a voice and outlet here on YouTube to where I can let more people know about it. So that's my long disclaimer, basically saying that I don't know for sure about any of this stuff. A lot of it's speculation, and a few of these are kind of me playing around and making some predictions on my own. So we got a lot to cover here, or at least 7 fragrances anyway, that potentially could be discontinued in the future. Let's get into it. So this first one is pure speculation. I have not heard this being rumored to be discontinued yet, and so you're probably like, okay, what is this guy talking about? He's making stuff up, but you'll understand when I tell you what it is, and that is Azzaro Wanted Tonic. Yeah, this fragrance right here. You may notice I'm pointing at the picture on the screen because I actually don't have a bottle of this. I did go ahead and order one. Spoiler alert, I'm going to be doing a buying guide video on the line, so if you want to see that, make sure you get subscribed. It's going to be coming out. I'm going to go over the whole line, tell you what you should pick up, and so I figured for that I should probably grab a bottle. But yeah, I never bought one. I have sampled it. I've smelled it many times, so I'm not just talking out of my butt here, and it's kind of recognized as being a crappy fragrance, and easily the worst out of the entire Azzaro Wanted lineup. It's got lime, ginger, patchouli is the only 3 notes that they give you. Essentially, it's their fresh version, like an eau fraiche or a cologne. That's kind of what they were after here with Wanted Tonic. For me, it just doesn't really do a whole lot. It doesn't smell that great, very uninspired. I would even choose the original Wanted over this one any day, and I'm not even the hugest fan of that one. And no, they're not going to discontinue it just because I don't like it. A lot of people don't really care for it either, and if you look on Fragrantica, if you look online, no one talks about it. Like, I don't think I've ever seen Wanted Tonic featured in a video unless it was talking about how it's maybe not so good. So something tells me Wanted Tonic is not going to survive much longer. There are tons and tons of testers going for sale on eBay. I don't know why so many testers. There's more testers listed for sale than full presentation. So I don't know what's up with that. I think people are just trying to get rid of the stuff because they have a lot of stock of it. And so you could still get it very easily now. I don't think it's discontinued yet, but I think it may be in the future. So this first one riled up a lot of people as well, but it's one that I've heard some information on. It's one that you've seen a lot of people talking about recently and reviews and stuff on Fragrantica saying that it's potentially being discontinued, and that's Aqua de Jour Profumo. Again, I have to issue my disclaimer and say that I'm not saying for 100% sure that this is discontinued or that it's going to be. I'm just telling you what I've heard. A lot of people have been speculating that. I happened to bring this up to a good friend of mine in the fragrance community, and he was intrigued by that, so he went ahead and went to, I believe it was a local Macy's or Sephora or some sort of retailer near him to pick up a couple more bottles because he was a little bit concerned about that as well, and he was only able to get one 4.2 ounce bottle, and that was all they had. The lady told him that they shipped all of the rest of it back to the supplier. Why would anyone do that? And I've also seen online where other people have said a similar thing. To me, it seems strange that they're shipping one of their all-time bestsellers back to the supplier. You'd think it'd be the other way around, that they need to get more in because it's selling so much. So yeah, a little bit strange. I don't know what's up with that. So, I'll let you be the judge. All I'm saying is, if you like this, or if you like any of the fragrances in this video, it's not a bad idea to consider a backup bottle, no matter what your stance is on the whole backup bottle thing, which is a whole other topic for another video, and I should probably list a disclaimer about that as well. It's not a bad idea. People say it's not going to happen, but look at all of the great, amazing fragrances that have been discontinued that people probably said the exact same thing about before it actually happened. Next up, L'Homme Ideal Eau de Parfum by Guerlain. So this is another one where if you go online and you start doing some digging, you see a lot of people saying that it has been discontinued or that they are going to. I don't know the details behind this. I don't know if that's true or not. I'll tell you, I would be absolutely devastated if they discontinue this because this is one of my favorite fragrances. I absolutely love it. It's easy to sit here and say that they wouldn't get rid of this because it sells so well and so many people love it, but look at L'Homme Ideal Cologne. That one was really taking off and doing incredibly well within the community. Maybe not quite to the level of this one, but easily a runner-up. And of course, what did they do? They completely chopped that one without thinking twice. And they gave us L'Homme Ideal Cool, which you can barely even buy in the United States, even still. I don't know what's up with that one. So yeah, it's safe to say that Guerlain is not afraid to potentially take away some great fragrances. I don't know for sure if it's going to happen here. I don't know if it has happened or hasn't or will or won't. Something to think about. Next up, we do have a fragrance that is discontinued, and this has been speculated for a while, and recently it has been confirmed. And so this is 1 Million Privé. Now, I've done a full video on this, and I gave away one of these bottles, so this is what I'm saying. You gotta get subscribed to the channel if you're not, because I'm giving away discontinued stuff. And that giveaway costed me a good amount of money too. So yeah, definitely get subscribed and become a member. You know, support the channel, help make these giveaways happen even more. But I digress. I did a full video on this. I'll cover it anyway, just in case you are new to the channel and you missed out on that. But yeah, it is official. There were multiple screenshots of people reaching out to Paco Rabanne asking if it's discontinued, and they confirmed that yeah, this one is unfortunately discontinued, but you should check out Paco Rabanne Phantom instead. Yeah, that's a big pass for me. So yeah, this one is officially gone. And look, this is a similar thing where this was selling like absolute crazy, and it has been for a while. I mean, this has really been regarded as one of the best 1 million flankers within the fragrance community. It was making top 10 fall videos, top 10 winter videos, at least for the past 3 or 4 years, I would say. I mean, it's really been doing well. And what did they do? They took it away. That's what I'm saying. These brands are ruthless. To be real, they have so much money that they're able to do stuff like this. They're able to take something that at least looks like it's doing well and just pull it for whatever reason that may be. And I'm sure a lot of people were thinking the same thing. Oh, they're never going to discontinue this. It's a bestseller. It's a hit. Luckily, I caught wind of this a few months back, and I was able to get a 100 ml backup for normal price. Good luck with that now. I mean, $200+ even for 50 mils on eBay. Yeah, yikes. Up next, we have a fragrance from a brand which is not afraid to discontinue some of their best stuff. In fact, this is the one that comes to mind when it comes down to me thinking of a designer brand that literally does not give a flying crap about upsetting us, the fragrance nerds, or just upsetting, I guess, their general public who also happens to care for some of their fragrances. They do whatever they want. From Gucci, this is Gucci Intense Oud. I mean, look, Gucci Envy, Gucci Pour Homme 1, Gucci Pour Homme 2, Gucci Rush. What were they thinking? Literally some of their best fragrances ever. And I'll go as far as to say some of the best designer fragrances of all time, just gone. So like I said, they're no stranger to do this, and of course they had to discontinue Gucci Intense Oud, which I really like. It's got oud, it's got incense, it's got cinnamon, I believe. It gets compared a little bit to Nasamato Black Afghano, although a designer-friendly version, one that you could wear and pull off much easier, one that's a better compliment getter, or at least more safe, more mass-pleasing, one that really does have great quality, great performance. To me, this is absolutely incredible. I am a huge fan of this fragrance, and it sucks that I can't really feature it anymore because of the fact that it has been discontinued. Prices are skyrocketing, so it's a bummer because I think at one point this was a really good pickup, and of course now, nowhere to be found. Up next, we have another one that's just kind of a speculation one that's a little bit fun. I haven't heard this being talked about being discontinued yet or anything like that, but I wanted to throw this one in here. This is Light Blue Love is Love. So it literally just came out. I get that. but it was not welcomed with a big, warm, inviting hug by the community when it first came out. And I was one of the people that didn't make that any better. Ice cream, citrus, amberwood are some of the main notes. To me, it just doesn't make a whole lot of sense. I mean, at this point, the light blue line has a good amount of fragrances. Of course, they're all going to be fresh, that's obvious. A lot of them will have a watery, salty, aquatic type of smell. Makes sense, that's what it's all about. But why do we need yet another basic citrus fragrance that isn't really trying to do anything different other than adding some sweetness? It just doesn't really work for me. And I know they're capable of great things because look what we got this year. Light Blue Forever, which has been rocking everyone's world. I mean, everyone's talking about it for great reason. That there is a top-notch fragrance. This, to me, seems like an absolutely lazy release. Like they literally just look through some old mods of other fragrances that perfumers were working on for them that they rejected at the time, and they were like, okay, let's put out a fragrance. I woke up today, I feel like putting out a fragrance, let's put something out. I don't want to go and spend more money on getting some better perfumers and having something else created. Let's just look through some old mods of some other stuff that people have done, and let's just go from there. And they grabbed one, like, ooh, ice cream accord. They tossed it out with the same old bottle with red cursive love is love, and that's what we get. That's literally what it seems like to me. And to be honest, a lot of light blue flankers kind of seem that way as well. Again, up until Light Blue Forever. So this is not me being a light blue hater or a Dolce & Gabbana hater. I really like the brand. I really like some of the flankers, but I can kind of tell, or at least it seems to me like, when they just rush something out for the hell of it, and that's what this was. I know they're capable of great things because of Light Blue Forever and Light Blue O Intense and even the original, but giving us crap like this, to me, just doesn't make a whole lot of sense. People aren't really too awfully crazy for it. I think this is one that'll go on for a few years, and I think over time it's going to fizzle out to the point where it just makes sense to cut it. That's just my opinion. And last up, another fragrance that I believe to be discontinued, or at least something's got to be seriously wrong because it has been incredibly hard to find for quite a while. That's Prada L'Homme Absolu. So this is kind of like the forgotten stepchild. I mean, everyone's talking about the original Prada L'Homme Intense, even Prada L'Homme Water Splash or Prada L'Homme Low, whichever you prefer. Those seem to get talked about more than this one. A lot of that now is due to the fact that you can't really buy it. Not on eBay, not on any of the discounters, nothing. And this only came out in 2018, so I don't really know exactly what the idea behind this is. I don't know if it was released as a limited edition. I don't know if they have discontinued it. I don't know if they're still producing it, but it's just super back-ordered. I really, truly don't know. So if you guys happen to have any insider info on this, let me know, because I don't. I managed to grab one of these bottles for a buying guide video, and it came all jacked up. You can see the cap there is actually kind of broken. The plastic outside is chipped, and ever since then, just haven't really been able to get it. Now, don't get too upset about this, because in my personal opinion, kind of the worst of the line. It's not that it's bad, but it's not as good as the others, if that makes sense. That's pretty easy to understand. The original Prada L'Homme Intense are miles better than this one. And again, Prada L'Homme Low, I would still take over this. This is almost like a sweeter, muddled down version of Prada L'Homme and Prada L'Homme Intense. It just doesn't really do a whole lot for me. Alrighty, there you guys go. That is 7 fragrances that may get discontinued, and a few of these already are. Some of it's just me having fun and just completely speculating. Others have had rumors circulating for a while that they may be discontinued, stuff getting shipped back to the supplier. A little bit fishy if you ask me, and again, a couple of these have officially been discontinued according to the brand. So let me know down below, what fragrances did I miss? Are there any out there that may be getting discontinued soon? Do you have any predictions for yourself if you want to have some fun and just kind of try to guess the future here? If you could think of any that you have a feeling will go away because maybe they suck or they're not popular, let me know. And if you do want to grab any of these and play it safe, I will link them all down below to discounters so you can grab them now, hopefully at a discounted price, some of these, before they potentially might go away. Seriously, I mean, if you like any of these, it's not a bad idea to spend the money now and grab a second bottle. And if you want to support the channel, if you want to become a channel member and chat with me in a group chat, recommend videos like this and have it to where I actually see them, make sure you join the memberships. They will be linked down below. Of course, I always try to get to all the comments and that sort of thing, but you got a lot of you guys out there now. We've hit 100,000 a while ago, and so I get a lot of comments across a whole bunch of videos every day, so it's hard to get to everyone. If you're a channel member, that shows up in a separate section on my dashboard so I can easily get to you. That's why you notice that I heart all of my members' comments, because it's easy for me to get to. And so it's a lot easier to recommend videos, that sort of thing. If you want to make these videos a little bit more affordable for me, channel member. Thank you so much for watching. Stay safe, stay healthy. We'll see you tomorrow with another one. Take care.